Hi, fellow traders. I want to wish everybody a safe and enjoyable 4th of July holiday. The markets are closed this morning, so everything is quiet. But I wanted to quickly recap my trades from yesterday. I didn't really take many because my days are abbreviated, being on vacation. So I'm only in until we take off. But us, we as a family, when we're on vacation, we're never up and out early. So it's always been, we just take our time getting out and enjoy the day. So that's kind of where my mornings develop. So just want to go over some of my trades from yesterday. I want you guys to look out for, I'm going to start another video series on how to really grow a small day trading account. And there's so many videos out there, so many things talking about growing a small account, but none really address the issues you're going to face when you start. Everything is just about making all this money, and nothing is about understanding how to actually grow it and address the issue, all of the issues that you're going to face as you begin. So my goal is to shed some light on that. So be on the lookout for that. Should start here in another week or two. It's in the developmental phase as we speak. So let's talk about CBI first. This was the stock I swung over the weekend. And you can see I got in here. Once we rejected all of this, we got under the VWAP on Friday. I felt that was a good place to short this and ride it. I thought we would get a little bit more fade throughout the day, but we didn't. We stayed below VWAP, kind of respected these moving averages, and I took some off here at 1975. That was kind of the target I had in my head. Once we got this move down, I didn't think we would get to 1950, but if we did, I might have taken some more off there, but I didn't. I got here and I decided that I was going to leave some on over the weekend because I expected this to continue to fade. And let me show you what I was looking at. Okay, I was looking at how we ran up. We rejected the 50-day here. Rejected the 50-day here on Thursday. So Friday, I said if we got below this, I was going to short this. And I was going to look at holding it or do a series of day and swing trades all the way back to the 20. I don't like to hold shorts long for swing trades, but I will leave, a couple of shares overnight to see if I can get the bigger move. And that's what I did, here on Friday. So that worked out pretty good. And I'll show you what I did on yesterday. So on yesterday, we tried to push up, and we started to sell off again. So I should have had my target down here around 19, but it kind of started slowing down here, and it had come down, and then it kind of pulled back up. So I went ahead and took some off, and it did pull back a little bit because it did close down here. And then we dipped below 19 because I had my order at 18.95 at first, and I took that off and took it off here. So I kind of shortchanged myself. But we pulled back, kind of tested the 9 a little bit, and as we came down, I started to see a change in level 2 time and sales. I just felt the change in sentiment, and I ended up taking it off here at 18.85 and said, okay, if we pull back and test and we reject the 20 and the VWAP and all of that, I'll go ahead and get back in, to hold overnight or to hold to Wednesday, and that's what I did. We rejected here, got back in, and so I'm holding a position still on CBI, looking for this move, the continuation of this move. Now, initially I wanted to hold out to 18.19, but I just wanted to lock in the profit that I did have. That's one thing about me. I like locking in, and if I could lock in and reset, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I did. I locked in because even though if we get a bounce here, I'll still be able to take profit because I do plan on taking profit, here. And then, we got 2 more points. Well, maybe a point below a point and a half down to this level here. So everything looks real good on this, and so I'm going to continue to stick with it. Now, EQT was the day trade I took yesterday. That was a 5-minute opening range trade. You can see we had the first 5-minute opening range. Then we opened, pushed up a little bit, and we started to sell. And I kind of hesitated on entry here. My entry should have been up around 59.70s, but I got in at 59.60. Kind of killed some of my profit here. My first target was this 58.93, but I got out at 58.95. I just set the target for 58.95. And then as we bounced off of this level, I ended up taking it off because my thought was if we pull all the way back, I could reset. And I could make more profit by resetting, taking off what I have here, resetting up here, and then getting the move back down toward red to green. Well, I didn't really like the price action I saw up here. I was looking for more of a defined test, and that didn't happen. So I didn't chase it down. I didn't get in. I still could have got a piece of this, but we never went red on the day. I was looking for us to go red on the day here. But, all in all, still a decent profit here. And everything's been downloaded to Profitly. So both my CBI trades and this EQT trade has been downloaded. So you can check, and see. This wasn't a whole lot. But, when you add these trades together, you can grow your account. And that's kind of what it's all about. The last trade I got in yesterday was CYTK, and this was a swing that we were looking at over the weekend. If you're in my swing trading class, we do a Sunday scan session. Sunday mornings we scan and we look for stocks that we're gonna, we want to put on our watch for the week. Because I'm a day trader too, and I spend a lot of time in the evenings reflecting on my day trades, I don't scan all week for swing trades. I like to scan on Sundays, build a watch list, and try to get in trades early in the week and just lock in that profit. And so CYT was one that we pull up on our scan, and what I was looking at, and this is what we saw Sunday. We were pulling back into this ascending support and then the 200 here. And I said, if it bounces and it gives us our entry signal, I'm going to take it. And with this $12 stock, theoretically I could go in several thousand shares and make some decent money on it on a bounce back to this. So I felt pretty good about it. And even if you're swinging with a small account, you can, get 1,000 shares of this. You could risk $100 to make 1,000. Really, is what you're doing. So I got into this yesterday. We're looking for the move back up to the 90-day here. That's going to be my first target. I might take some off at 13. I had an alert yesterday on my phone for 13, meaning that if we did hit it, I would probably have taken some off. But this was decent. Let me show you the 5-minute, because this is why you don't want to manage these on a 5-minute chart, on an intraday chart at that, because I always wait for the first 5 minutes. Even on these swings, I like to give it 5 minutes, because we may get a little sell-off or whatever. So I waited, and then I got in at 12:13, and my stop was at 12. This is when my stop was. So I was risking 13 cents to make well over a point. And that's acceptable risk reward, even on a day trade, much less a swing trade. And this is why you don't want to manage this intraday. These don't really have a whole lot of volume, so they're not ideal for day trades. But you get in them and you hold them a couple of days and they respect the technical chart, you're going to make some decent money. So being in 2,000 shares on this, you can see I'm already up 37 cents. I'm over $600 to the good already on one day. And if we continue up on Wednesday and we get closer to the target, the more money we're going to make. So, I do plan on taking it off when we get to this, do plan on taking some off, probably around 13, but really looking for it to get up to the 90-day or possibly the 20. I'm thinking by the time it gets there, the 20 and the 90 would have intersect, or they would be right at the same level. So we'll see, how that goes. But already, we're in the money. I'm not going to let it go negative. So if we open and we get back below, then we get to around 12.20, I'll lock it in. Because what can I always do? If we pull back and bounce, I can always get back in. I would have locked in what I've locked in and catch the bounce. Because as long as we stay above these two technical levels, the trade plan is still on. And if I have to rinse and repeat, then that's what I have to do. But the name of the game is not being stubborn and, taking profit. So that was it for me, my morning. and we'll be back on Wednesday morning. Wednesday, I probably won't be able to trade. We'll be going a little bit early on Wednesday, but I will have the room open, have the scans up. Everything will be there for you. And, we'll go from there. So everybody enjoy your 4th again. Have a great day. Stay safe. And we will see you tomorrow morning.